All right, here's the plan. I am going to swim 2,000 meters or 2 kilometers every single day for the next 7 days. Today is day 1, so it's basically the baseline or the control, if you will. And I just want to make it very clear, this is not about weight loss. This is not about changing my body. This is about increasing my endurance, increasing my fitness. And I just want to see what my body can do. I want to see the difference between day 1 and day 7. So we're going to do this right. So the first thing we're going to do is make a very good breakfast. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to have a few rules. Each 2 kilometer swim has to be completed in 1 session. Recording when anyone else can be seen in the frame. I would not appreciate being recorded and put on the internet without my consent, especially when swimming. This is not about burning calories. I will not mention any calories burned. We're not comparing calories burned. We're not weighing. We're not doing anything like that. Body shaming, we're not doing it. Okay? It takes a lot for someone to put themselves on the internet, let alone get into a swimming costume and get in the water and swim in front of you all. So, body shaming's out. We're not doing it. This is a safe space. Let's get on with the challenge. I'm ready to go. I have synced my Apple Watch. That took like half an hour. I've also heard that if you wet your hair beforehand, the chlorine doesn't do as much damage. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Got my swimming bag with me. This is the best freaking gym bag ever. It's from Hine Collection. Let's go swimming. I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I definitely was feeling a little bit anxious, more so just about the unknown of like what lane to use, not wanting to get in anyone's way. I was very lucky with my first day. It was pretty empty because I went like midday time. I am a quarter of the way there. I've just done 10 laps and I have 30 more to go. It's been about 16 minutes. I'm definitely feeling it. Oh my gosh. Okay, halfway done. It's been 33 minutes, so I just have to do that all over again. Great. Day 1 took me about an hour and 10 minutes to complete. I'll share all of my information at the very end, but just as like a little reference point, that's where we're at. I want to show you the swimwear that I'm wearing. So this is a 2-piece actually. It's by AQ Active and it's so genius. She has these little snappy things on the side so you can click the top to the bottoms, and she also does like leggings and other activewear. So I just thought that I would share a little bit. I really want to make sure I set myself up for success with these challenges. So one of my go-to snacks right now is rice crackers with prosciutto and some cheese, and it just is perfect. My ADHD and also for me. I just did 500 meters in 14 minutes, which is like a minute and a half to 2 minutes quicker than yesterday. Just finished 1 kilometer in exactly 31 minutes, and I'm just giving myself a little break before I start the second kilometer. It's had the most Aussie interaction ever. It's like, oh, the alcohol makes it hard. I'm like, sorry. He's like, oh, have a few beers on the weekend. You're punching a few out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm giving it a go. I'm trying. I missed it, but I did 600 meters in 16 minutes. So I think that means I did 500 in about 13 or 14 minutes, which is crazy. I just did a kilometer in 28 minutes and 25 seconds. Oh my god. Under 30 minutes. I've never done it before. I will just quickly say I love this activewear, but I did find, if you can see right here, my tummy was sort of coming out a little bit as I was swimming. So I think I either need to pull it up a little bit more or maybe not use it for swimming. Just leaving for the pool now. It is 6 o'clock in the evening. I've got a little snack pack for me to eat on the way, just so I have some sort of energy, because I've had a massive day today of just like cleaning the house, getting ready for a rental inspection. So it's all a bit muddled up, but I've got some grapes, some salami, a Baby Bell and some pea chips, and also a little Mars bar. Because we are not about restriction on this channel. Thank you very much. It's really busy.
Today was by far the hardest day for me. I got there at like 5 p.m, 6 p.m. So it was like peak time after work. I ended up having to share a lane, which is totally fine, but I also just had like insecurities that maybe I'm not fast enough. Anyway, I got in, I swam up to the other end, and lo and behold, was actually one of my really good friends. So shout out to you, my love. Thank you so much for taking these clips of me swimming. I thought I was going so fast, but it doesn't look like it at all.
Oh my God. I have just realized I've left my Apple Watch at home and I don't have time to go back and get it because they close in an hour and 15 minutes. That has really irritated me. No, are you kidding? What am I gonna do? Oh no, Cleo. And my phone's gonna die, it's on 7%. This is not my day. There are worse things happening in the world rather than me not being able to swim without tracking it. I will set a timer on my phone and we'll just hope that I get 2 kilometers in. God, that's actually not ideal. You know what? That was the quickest 2 kilometer swim I've ever done. I walked in, saw that the pool was like suspiciously empty. And then I was like, you know what, let me just Google the opening times because every other night they stay open until 8 o'clock. Guess what? They close in half an hour, but not even that. The pool always closes 15 minutes before the close time. So they close in 15 minutes. And I don't know about you, but I cannot do 2 kilometers in 15 minutes. Right, officially day 6. I just got to the pool and I'm feeling a little bit unmotivated. I don't know whether that's because I haven't been taking my ADHD medication the last couple of days or just because I'm just in a little bit of a funk today. But I'm gonna try and relax and swim my 2 kilometers and see how we go. It's all we can do. It's all I can do. It was like not it. I wanted to go home after 600 meters. Like I did not want to do it. I don't know what it was. I think it was a mixture of like my swimsuit wasn't great and like I don't know, I just haven't found like swimwear that like I'm super in love with for the purpose of swimming laps. It's not my day, but I still did it and tomorrow's day 7 and I'm excited about that, to have completed this. I'd love any suggestions of other sort of little challenges. I really want to do ice skating, rock climbing. I did an ice bath yesterday, but that's a whole other video that I'm gonna make. So, it is day 7 and I have some bad news. The swimsuit that I started off in that was super pink is now super not pink. And I'm a little concerned that when I'm swimming, it's just gonna look like I'm naked. But this is the most comfortable one by far that I've worn with like the least amount of like adjusting. So I'm just gonna have to put up with it. Now it's time for the fun part where we get to go through each day of the week and see my times and how much I improved or how much I regressed and what the overall difference was from day 1 to day 7. On day 1, my total time was 1 hour, 9 minutes and 12 seconds. Day 1 for me was obviously a struggle. It was the first time I had swam again for probably over a year and a half. So I was definitely getting my groove, my momentum back. And also watching the footage back, I always thought that I had decent form when I was swimming. But watching that back, I don't know if that's true anymore. And if it would be interesting, I can also like get a swim coach to help me and we could make a video about that, but I'm not too sure if that would be interesting or not. Day 2, 1 hour, 5 minutes and 12 seconds. I remember being so shocked that I shaved exactly 4 minutes off my time. Day 3, 1 hour, 6 minutes and 56 seconds. So actually a tiny bit longer than day 2. But again, this is like 3 days of swimming. So obviously I wasn't expecting anything major to happen. Day 4, this was when I saw the biggest difference, where I actually shocked myself. So day 4 was 57 minutes and 42 seconds. Over 10 minutes in difference between day 1 and day 4. And I wasn't like pushing myself any harder. Like I wasn't being like, have to beat my time, have to beat my time, have to beat my time. I was honestly just like swimming what was like a comfortable level for me that was still like at a fitness level, not just like leisurely swimming. But I wasn't like exerting myself. So the fact that I was able to shave off 10 minutes, over 10 minutes of time between day 1 and 4 blew me away. Day 5, again, 56 minutes and 46 seconds. So basically shaving another minute off of that, which is absolutely wild if you ask me. I was so happy when I cracked under an hour. I was like, oh my gosh, under an hour. Like, I'm a professional athlete, clearly. So day 6 was such a struggle for me. I wasn't in a good headspace. I was just feeling really, not lethargic, but I was just feeling like really off, really down. Not for any particular reason. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I remember like being in the pool and doing like 400 meters and I wanted to go home. I wanted to finish after 500 meters and I was like, oh, I'll just make it to a kilometer and then I'll just go home. And then I was like, no, you know what? Like I need to push through this. I need to just like have a check-in with myself and just remember that like I am able to do this. I get to go swimming. So I had a little bit of a reality check with myself and obviously stayed for the full 2 kilometers. But that attitude was definitely reflected in my time. So my time for day 6 was 1 hour, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. So I definitely added on some time. I added on about 7 minutes compared to the day before. But like obviously I'm not expecting to get better every single day. You know, this is only 1 week. However, it is really interesting to me that like it's very clearly in my results that my attitude had an impact on my performance, which is why it's so important to look after your mindset and your mental health as well. Day 7 of doing 2,000 meters a day for 7 days, my final time was 56 minutes and 39 seconds, which is the fastest day out of all of them by 7 seconds. I beat every single other day by 7 seconds. Now, my pace went from on day 1, 3 minutes and 39 seconds per 100 meters, which is 2 laps, to 2 minutes and 50 seconds per 100 meters. So that's a difference of almost a minute in my pace as well. I had so much fun making this video. If this is something that you're interested in seeing more of with more tasks, more challenges, this is definitely something that I'm going to be doing a lot more often. I'm also going to be touching into plus size fashion a little bit, but for the most part, it's going to be focused around challenges, vlogs, daily life, that sort of stuff. So if you have any suggestions of other challenges you want to see me do, I want to do rock climbing, do a week of roller skating, ice skating. I'm open to doing more than a week, but at the moment a week is like a good amount of time to commit myself to, especially with having ADHD. If I commit to like a month of something like I did a couple of years ago, I'm not going to finish it. That being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching and I will see you next week with another video.